Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today we're making rich, chocolatey, fudgy, olive oil raspberry brownies. This is a one bowl brownie recipe, you guys. That means all you have to do is dump everything in a bowl and mix it up. Then you have delicious fudgy brownies with raspberries. And of course, I add a little bit of sea salt onto these brownies because you know I love a sweet and salty treat. This one bowl brownie recipe is so easy, you guys. Let me show you how to make it. So the first thing you guys want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So after you preheat your oven, make sure that you guys line your 8x8-inch baking pan with parchment paper. And now I just have a pre-cut parchment paper because I think it's so convenient, but I always like lining with parchment paper so that you can easily remove these brownies. If you don't have pre-cut parchment paper, you can easily just cut the piece of parchment paper just to go the length of the pan and let the sides fold over. So we're gonna set this aside. And so I just have a mixing bowl with a whisk. You guys can make this brownie recipe with your hand mixer. You could do it in your stand mixer. Any way you want to do it is totally fine. So I have 191 grams of all-purpose flour in the mixing bowl. Now we're going to add in half a teaspoon of baking powder, salt, and ground vanilla bean. And now you want to make sure you guys are using baking powder, not soda. This is because we don't have any acid in these brownies and we're using Dutch cocoa powder in this recipe, which also does not go well with baking soda. So just a little tip for you guys. And now my secret ingredient in brownies is ground vanilla bean. I love pairing vanilla bean with dark chocolate as I think it just brings out the flavor so much. We're adding half a teaspoon of ground vanilla bean. And if you guys don't have ground vanilla bean, you can use vanilla bean paste as well. And if you don't have that, you can use vanilla extract too. That's totally okay. If you're using vanilla extract, just make sure you double the amount. Vanilla bean is a little bit more potent than vanilla extract, so you want to double that to get the right vanilla flavor. Now just give this a little stir. Next, we're adding in 226 grams of cane sugar. Next, we're going to add in 43 grams of Dutch processed cocoa powder. And usually I always recommend sifting your cocoa powder before using it in any baked goods, but we are going to be adding boiling water to this, and so that is going to melt any of those chunks. So for this brownie recipe, you actually don't have to sift your cocoa powder. And then I'm going to add in 43 grams of dark chocolate. And now I'm using mini dark chocolate chips here because I love these. They're so delicious and they're so tiny, so I don't have to chop chocolate. But if you guys have a dark chocolate bar, you could chop that as well. You could also use regular chocolate chips if you want, but I like using the minis because we're going to be melting these, and so they just melt a lot easier. Same with a chopped up chocolate bar where the regular chocolate chips are a little bit big sometimes, so if you're not using a mixer, it may be difficult to get them all melted. Next, we have our eggs, and we're doing 1 whole egg and then 1 egg yolk. Make sure to save that egg white and put it in an airtight container. You'll be able to use it for dog food for your dogs, or you can make French macaroons with it. Next, we're gonna add 1/3 cup extra virgin olive oil. And I love using Carapelli, but you guys can totally use your favorite one. You can also use canola oil or vegetable oil or sunflower oil if you prefer, but I really like to avoid seed oils whenever possible. Plus, the olive oil gives these chocolate raspberry brownies such good flavor. Now don't get rid of this 1/3 cup because we need this for our boiling water, which is the last step. And I just pulled this from my coffee maker, but you guys can boil water on the stove if needed as well. So we're gonna add 1/3 cup of boiling water, and we're gonna pour this directly over the chocolate chips that are in the bowl because we want this boiling water to melt the chocolate. Then you're just gonna whisk everything together. Once everything's combined, you'll have a nice thick brownie batter. And I'm gonna swap out this whisk for a spatula. Now we're gonna transfer this to our baking pan. Then you just wanna spread this out evenly. And then last, I have 113 grams of fresh raspberries, and we're just going to place these on top of the brownies. Then we're gonna bake these at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Now that these brownies are coming out of the oven, I'm gonna top them with some flaky sea salt right away. This will ensure that it sticks to the brownies as they cool. Once your brownies have cooled, then we're gonna cut these into 9 squares. If you guys want more easy organic recipes just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen.